What's going on, my weebles? It's your boy Red Tree. We back in the building. Well, I want to start by saying I was not going to cover this topic, but we here at the Red Tree RC show. We definitely, Jared Talks, what up, though? Peace, thank you for joining. We definitely like to listen to the people, and the people wanted me to discuss. First off, they wanted me to discuss the Diddy case, right? I said before, I believe Diddy and Dirk are going to get off. Okay, now, Cassie. As everybody's aware, Cassie took the stand for day 2 or day 3 of Diddy's trial. He's on trial for sex trafficking. I don't know which side you stand on with this, right? So that's why the question was posed. Was Cassie a freak or was she a victim? First of all, let me start off by saying, right, we here at the Red Tree RC show, we do not condone violence, especially violence towards women. That is not something that we look light upon around here. We don't condone that type of behavior. Grown men don't talk with their hands with women. They use their words. So I just want to start off by saying that right there, right? So I'm not victim shaming. My opinion is a little weird, right? See, I feel like this. And I feel like this with a lot of the cases. See, money, I see you. A lot of the cases that involve this word. It's hard to say because I don't know if y'all know, but YouTube is very specific on the words that you can and cannot use. And the word that I want to say is one of those words that you could use, but you can't use, if you dig what I'm saying. So when it comes to that word right there, it's a little touchy because she testified under oath that most of the things that they were doing and they were into, she was okay with. Now, your argument could be she was doing it to keep him happy. Let me ask y'all something. Keep it all the way real. Let's keep it all the way real. Y'all know this. Y'all know. Y'all wouldn't be with half the stuff that they discussed in that courtroom. We're going to get into it, though. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Let me know if you want to call in. We're going to do that. I'm going to throw the number on the screen for y'all. You know what I mean? So make sure you jump on in if you would like to. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you know this is a live show. Keep it clean. We are live. You know what I mean? But listen, she was okay with most of it. Now, does that say that she would have been okay with that one time she said no? Does that automatically mean that she's okay with everything else? Absolutely not. It is her right in her mind to say, hey, listen, I don't care what I did before. I don't care what I liked in the past. I don't like this right now. My thing is, why you ain't say that? So are y'all going to say that, is somebody going to say, oh, well, it was her career in the balance if she said no? So what's more important, your relationship with this man or your business relationship with this man? I'm just saying, let's talk about it. Let's get to it. Let's yeah. You know what I mean? Curious at first. I think it went beyond curiosity. You go beyond you go beyond curiosity when you do this shit 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You ain't curious no more. You turned on. You tapped. You tuned in. You know what I mean? Curious is the first time. You know how some chicks be like, "Yeah, I just wanted to see what it was like to get my box ate." Yeah, she turned you out. All it took was one time. That's curious. When you do it 2 and 3 times, yeah, you had a plan. You wasn't curious about nothing. You like the taste of that thing, so you came back in 1 seconds. Ain't nothing wrong with it, though. If that's what you want, it's cool. Whatever you like, whatever floats your boat, whatever makes your wings flap, then you do it. Okay. She didn't want to go back to the normal lifestyle. She loved being around stars and being noticed. Okay, but at what point do you compromise what you feeling on the inside? Because you know what? This motherfucker pissing on me. And listen, before y'all say, yo, Puff is nasty. No, baby. No. I will say, for all of y'all that is on here talking about Puff, it's people that y'all know right now that you stand next to in certain situations and things like that. They do all of this same shit. It's people you know right now. You can get on your phone and call them right now. They do the same shit. I hope y'all tell them the same thing y'all telling the world. Let's keep it all the way 100. But she liked it. She was into it. She wanted it. Now, they said it got to the point where he's in the corner. First of all, okay. All right. So you want to watch a man plow your garden. That's yours. It's your garden. You know what I mean? I was always told you, don't go digging for diamonds in another brother's mine. If you do, you damn sure don't watch. That's what you into? Cool. I ain't knocking him. That's what he like. He like watching woman plow through his woman. Hey, man, people like that. That's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not as crazy as people think it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not as weird as people think it is. This type of shit is normal. It's just that people are on the low about this shit. Well, they think they on the low because, you know, motherfuckers talk like a gossip circle. They talk like a sewing circle. You know what I'm saying? But she liked it. They said it was times, she said, pardon me, Cassie said it was times where Puff wouldn't even be there. He would have them on FaceTime. He would have them on the phone while him and the escort is getting it on. And first off, let's call this man what he is. He's not no damn escort. He's selling dick. He's slanging dick. We're going to call it spade a spade. He's selling dick. Escorting don't mean fucking. That's a totally different business. If you know, you know. So, what I'm saying, right, I said it, it's normal. This is normal. It's just that people don't be, you know what I mean? Just think about how long this shit was like 10, 15 years ago. We just now hearing about this shit. Besides the elevator incident, why the fuck is it these celebrities in the elevator? Solange, Hove, Jay-Z, Ray Rice. What is it with these motherfuckers in the elevators? What the fuck going on? But okay, she was into the nasty shit and then decided, you know what? I'm not with it. Cool. Didn't she? Yeah. But listen, hold up. The escort / prostitute, we're going to call him what he is. The escort / prostitute said that sometimes he would get paid between $400 and $6,000, as much as $8,000. They said it was times where he didn't even get paid at all. He didn't mind not getting paid. He just felt good because he was living that life and he was knocking Cassie off. He said, this is Cassie we talking about. I'm like, yeah, he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. He did what he was supposed to do. He did what he was supposed to do. He did what he was supposed to do. It's Cassie. See, y'all, some of y'all young. Y'all don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. She might have had like 2 hits. You know what I mean? But that's their flavor. You know what I mean? We're not going to discuss the race and all that other shit. We ain't getting into that. You like whatever you like. You can like a green motherfucker. If that's what you like, then love the hell out of that green motherfucker. You know what I mean? 909 to you too. But why she didn't say, I don't want to do this anymore? See, it's understandable that, okay, it's not really understandable. I'm not doing nothing to compromise my self-worth for nobody. No partner, wife, spouse, girlfriend, fiance, none of that. If you come to me and tell me, hey, listen, I want you to watch another dude plow me, hey, I'm sorry, man. Then we got to do something else. Hey, maybe you not for me. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, and that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I just want y'all to see, before y'all decide to call her a victim, maybe she's more of a freak than a victim. Not to say she's not a victim, because we've seen that she's a victim of domestic abuse. We've seen the video. He slapped the shit out that girl. He hit her with the whop. I was like, whoa! He hit her with the Harlem Shake. I was like, damn. And what did she do? She got up and walked back to that room. But they said in that video, she was attempting to leave. She was attempting to leave. Okay. This is a billionaire entertainer in the hip-hop industry. He got artists out here. His ass ain't going to be home long. You already said that he liked listening to you entertain and have sex with other men on the phone while he not there. These are your opportunities to get up and get up out of there. These are your opportunities to get on the phone and say, hey, man, listen, I need help. And then he paid her $30 million? And you still talking about it? I would sue. She said if she didn't, money. If she didn't want to be down, she didn't have to keep going back. She enjoyed the sex, the money, and still. That's what I'm saying. She enjoyed this lifestyle. That's what I'm saying. It's not to say if this, I'm not taking away. I don't want y'all to think that I'm insensitive to shit like this, because I know people that have, listen, this topic cut close to home a lot more than people think it do. So I can completely understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you've been a victim of something. You know what I mean? You got some trauma. What's stopping you from separating yourself from the cause of that trauma? Now, you can say he's a demanding person. You can say whatever you want, right? But in this day and age, one thing for sure, 2 things for certain, we have what's called internet access. We have cell phones. We got family. You could have said anything to anybody. Let me tell you something. I don't care. You could have been dealing with Mike Tyson or Floyd Mayweather. Let you tell your mama that this motherfucker ain't making you happy. Guess what your mom gonna do? She's showing up to the front door. Bodyguard, security, be damned. You seen what how homeboy felt about his son. You see how he cried. You see what he was about when it came to his son. So don't get me wrong. It's resources that you could have used. You could have reached out to somebody. You know what I'm saying? But to play at first, to play victim, like, yeah, and then come to find out you the one that was with this shit. You was calling this dude. You had your real phone number on these ads where y'all looking for people. Now, do I think he's innocent? Hell no. Puff, you just nasty. That's all. Hey, okay, you a freak. You a 69 God. You a freaky ass nigga. Okay, cool. I just hate how they trying to put that man on trial for being a freaky dude. They explained about the baby oil. She said that, yeah, she was with all of that shit. When they spoke about the baby oil, she said maybe not her parents. He was paying all their bills too. Listen, let me tell you something. They said, what was Cassie's race? Let's start there. You know that ain't no Latina. Oh, they all coming. Dad, grandma, grandpop, uncles, aunts, cousins, everybody showing up. Nickels, oh yeah, they riding. White people, they riding. They doing that too. Any parent would, no matter what race you are. If your child tell you that they somewhere they don't want to be and you got the power to help them, guess what you gonna do as a parent? You're gonna get your ass up and go get your kid. That's just the motherly instinct in you. But I ain't got to tell y'all that. Y'all parents, y'all know this. So I'm saying she could have reached, or why didn't she reach out to somebody? Why wasn't there phone calls made? Why wasn't there conversations not had? I understand you could be paying my bills all you want, but you're not finna beat on my sister, bro. This is not what we finna do. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't know what kind of money you think you got, but just let me get within a foot of your ass. I'm going to show you what your money going to mean. I'm going to beat $1 billion about you, about mine. So I'm not saying he's not guilty. He's a 69 God. And then to hear that Diddy had people on Drake's top trying to take him out in L.A., whew, man, listen, this rabbit hole go deep, y'all. This shit go real deep. I just think, exactly, if I got to die on my way in that gate, guess what? Somebody going with me. I'm coming to get mine. I got to feel that that's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's sister. They felt the same way. They saw that video. They said when they was in the courtroom, everybody was calm. Everybody was cool. Her brother was the one that was uneasy when they watched the video of him in that too small ass hotel. How you a billionaire in the towel that damn small? What hotel you at that's giving you them little ass towels? I know some snooty foxes that got better towels than that. And you can rent them rooms by the hour. Don't ask me how I know. I know some people and I know some things. But listen, I don't think that we can really say she's 100% a victim. Because I feel like a lot of this shit, if y'all was what she was saying in the courtroom, she was with this shit. She was initiating it. Don't get me wrong. Puff wanted this shit too. But she said there were times when he wasn't there. The escort / prostitute got on the stand and said, listen, she called me and said, yeah, you my birthday present. It's just me and you. Isn't that a coincidence? Wasn't that her song? It's me and you. Ain't it? And they want to make that move. That was the shit they're on for. Y'all know it was a bop when it came on the radio. You wasn't buying the single, but when you heard it on the radio, you got your little, yeah, keep it 100. But yeah, Snooty Foxes, y'all know what I'm talking about. You can rent them by the hour. Some of them you can rent by the half hour. You know what I mean? Y'all people from Jersey should know. Oh, listen. Jersey got some shit up there, man. So it's not like, she said, I still listen to it. I know that's right. But see, how doesn't she look bad? Imagine, right? Just imagine. They said whatever they say he did that shit. Hey, yo, listen. Imagine, right? Cassie is married to somebody else right now. Her husband in the courtroom. What if he didn't know that she's this freak ball woman the way she is? And again, that's cool. Whatever floats your boat, baby girl. You can have a rose this big. If that's what gets you off, go get them car batteries. Get you the Optima Red Tops. That motherfucker never die on you. You'll die before that battery die. So it's whatever floats your boat. But just imagine how that man feel sitting in the courtroom listening to his wife, not his friend, not his what you want to call it, girlfriend, fiance, none of that. This is his wife, and he hearing about all of her activities, all of the shit that she used to do. She told these people in the courtroom that she wanted to be urinated on. She wanted that. Then they asked her, well, what happened after? What would y'all do after that? She said, he would rub it in. He would rub it in his skin. It puts the lotion on his skin or it gets the hose again. He was on some Buffalo Bob shit. Why she ain't say nothing then? Why she didn't leave? Is it so hard to tell somebody, hey, listen, I'm not with that? Even if you're with it 1,000 times before, that 1,001 time, you are within your free rights and will to say, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. So why she didn't say that? I just don't think that. She said your face. Listen, because it's like, yo, I understand you're a victim of something horrific. You know what I'm saying? But to paint the picture that all of this was forced on you at first was crazy. Everybody was looking at Puff like, man, this man is deplorable. How could you make somebody do something? You pissing on people, you R. Kelly. Oh, whoa, baby. As my folks from New Orleans would say, hold on, baby. She wanted that shit. She liked it. She enjoyed it. Was she caught up in whatever Puff might have been selling her as being, 17 years her senior? Probably so. At that age, that woman didn't know what she wanted at no 20, 21 years old. He almost 40. I get it. That's the trend. People like young. That's what you like. That's what you like. But let's be all the way real. He turned that woman on to some shit and she liked it. And then after a while, she got tired of that shit. And that's cool. That's fine. To some people, a lot of shit is just a passing trend. I know a lot of girls that used to be gay. They used to be. I mean, I don't know the dynamics of that shit, but I'm just saying, like, I just want the narrative to be clear. This woman, while she may be a victim, she was also a willing participant. And from what she was saying on the stand these past couple of days, just imagine, all of this shit is coming out, and it's just day 3. That's wild behavior. It's wild. It's just getting started. They ain't even got to the, and it's crazy. Right before I went live, right? Like I was in here, you know what I mean? Getting, you know what I mean, talking to Bob. And I was listening. I said, you know what? I'm gonna listen to some Bad Boy. You know what I mean? And I put on that No Way Out album, that Victory. You know what I mean? That big verse was in the commission. You ask for permission to hit him. He don't like me. Hit him. Yeah, that verse was hard. I just had to listen to it. You know what I mean? Will I ever stop listening to Bad Boy because of this? Hell no. If only y'all knew some of the deplorable things that these music and record producers did, you wouldn't listen to them. You telling me you wouldn't listen to them? You're lying. You're lying. But I just think that before they condemn this man, I'm just happy that it's coming out that she was the initiator for a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like she was she was with that shit. You know what I mean? Like what can you say? You know what I'm saying? She wanted that shit. You know what I mean? Like she's talked about after, you know what I mean, the prostitution bull, after they climaxed, they rubbed it in and rubbing it on his nipples. Come on, what? Come on, man. What we talking about, man? You was with all of this shit. All of a sudden, you not with it. And again, that's cool. You have the right to change your mind about anything. Anything. You can join the sewing club today. You go to the first meeting. You don't like what they got to say. It is your right to say, I don't want to do this anymore. And you can leave. You got them same rights in the relationship. Same rights. But I just think, right, when I say, hey, yo, you crazy. When I say I think he's going to get off, it's because, like, the prosecution came out swinging. They came out thinking that Cassie was going to be, like, their golden goose. Like, she was going to be the opener and the closer. You know what I mean? And then it turned out to be something different. The prosecution just lost who was supposed to be the major testifying witness in this case. They can't find these people. They disappear. I'm telling y'all, this man finna get off. Now, they're getting him for sex trafficking. They ain't got him for the domestic violence. But what they're trying to do is the prosecution is trying to tie everything together all into this sex trafficking and hit this man with a RICO charge. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to combine all these charges, especially that sex trafficking. They ain't playing about that shit. They coming for blood on that one. I think because the way she said she was a golden toilet. I think the way that they wanted it to start off, it didn't. They thought Cassie was going to be, you know what I mean? I don't think they knew that she was the willing participant that she was until it was time to get on that stand and tell the truth. So it's going to be interesting. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in that courtroom got skeletons in their closet. Everybody done did some freaky shit. Everybody done did it. We all human. We all susceptible to doing that type shit. And pardon me. Usually that business don't ever get out in the street like that. You know what I mean? Their shit is under a microscope with bright lights on it and cameras. So while she was testifying, they said you could see the pain in her face, like she was visually bothered by this. Why? You did this shit. Be proud of what you did. You did it. You wanted to be pissed on. Okay, you wanted to be the porcelain god today. Okay, that's what you was into. That's what you was into. Flush, baby. Don't come to the courtroom looking all, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I'm so out of it. No, you wanted to be pissed on. My homegirl told me she know people that's in the scat play. I'm like, whoa, you gotta be crazy. No, they are not. She said it's big money in that too, but that's a topic for another day. Like, listen, it's, I'm just saying, maybe she's not the victim that they are trying to paint her out to be. It's not to say that she, you know what I mean, didn't experience some domestic violence, because as I said, that's obvious. You know what I'm saying? That's obvious. But I had her on the show before, sis. Um, that's what she do for a living. But this shit is wild, man. Like, for her to say that she would call this man up and have him come over, and then she would pay him anywhere between 400 and 4,000, and then he said sometimes he got 8,000. Okay, maybe Puff wanted to see what $8,000 dick look like. Okay, I mean, I would want to see what $8,000 pussy like. What comes with that $8,000? That's a lot of money. What come with that? Do you make sandwiches too? Does that go with it? Okay, I just want. All right. Okay. But they're charging him for that. They were. And then they found out that she was the initiator. She was the one calling. It was her real live phone number that was on those ads. It was her that was responding to these men. It was her that was giving them the address to the places that they were in, because they said when these situations was happening, sometimes, most of the times, Puff would just watch. He would be in the corner with a bandana over his face, back there beating his meat. He back there handling groceries while she getting manhandled. So I don't think that it's going to go, you know what I'm saying, the way they think it's going to go. Like, it changed up from the rip. It changed up off top. Off top. They came in thinking, yeah. Rand said, free Diddy right there. Take that. They came in thinking, yeah, it's finna go down. It's finna woody woo. No, it's not. It's not going the way you think it is. It's not going the way you think it is. It's really not going the way you think it is. Because they're finding out that she was a willing, and these are the two key words. Two key words, right? Willing participant. Nobody forced you. And if you didn't like it, why you didn't say so? She said she did it to keep him happy, because she felt like if she didn't do it, she didn't want to watch him do these things with another woman. Baby, this man a billionaire. I can almost guarantee you he's doing this shit with another woman. He's a billionaire. You know how much yams this man gets thrown at him? Come on, man. If we gonna talk real, I don't know what y'all, let me move back so you can see it. What it say? It says real conversations. We keep it a buck round these parts. He's a billionaire. Said free Diddy. I'm sure he signed that disclosure. Hey, listen, and let's not forget the fact that, remember, the fastest case payout in history, she told Bad Boy, if I don't get paid $30 million, I'm suing. That money they settled that shit the same day. You ain't hear nothing else about it until this case. Nothing else. You ain't hear nothing else about Cassie. Cassie done went on and all that. She done got that 30 million, her new hubby, and they out there living life somewhere. And then this popped up. I mean, damn, they even accused Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson? Smokey Green Eyes Robinson? Come on, man. Come on, man. What we talking about, man? What we talking about? Again, we feel for the victims of domestic abuse and domestic violence. We understand here at the Red Tree RC show that this type behavior has no place in our society. None. So we can sympathize with that part of her that was abused. But for all that other shit, you was with that shit. I don't give a what you talking about. You dialing numbers up, talking about, yeah, let me do this. You knew what you was doing. Come on, man. You done got 30 million out this man and still told on the nigga. That's crazy. My bad, y'all. That's crazy. You got 30 mil out of a joker and you still told on him. Yeah, they was having listen, they said that Epstein list, every major actor and actress, celebrity, entertainer, debutante, celebutante, whoever you can think of is on there. They ran down the list of names. They went from Michael Jackson to the current president, because you can't say his name on it. Listen, they sniping you for speaking on his name. You say anything about, you know what I mean, president, listen, Commander-in-Chief, mention his name on this here blue app and watch what happens. You're gonna be like, hello? So yeah, I know what we're talking about. They said it was so many people's names on that list that it was bananas. They was like, yo, listen, man, Oprah, Samuel Jackson, who else? Who wasn't on there, man? Like Gates, Zuckerberg, what's the other boy? The Google dude, Sergey Brin, them, all of them. You know what I mean? All the money in the world was on that plane. They had their own plane. I forget what they called the name of it. So this type behavior, these orgies and shit, this shit is more common than a lot of people think. And again, we not looking down, grand evening to you, Miss Burrell, but we not looking down on people who, you know what I'm saying, if this is the type of sexual behavior that you have. You know what I'm saying? It's clear that this man is a sexual deviant. Like, listen to the things that he into. You know what I mean? We're not saying that this man 100% guilty, you know what I mean? But we're not saying she 100% the victim either. You know what I mean? You was with that shit. I mean, both of y'all just some freaky, nasty people, and that's cool. That's cool. But come on, man. They condemning this man for being normal like anybody else. He just into different shit. That's all. He just like different shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all like different shit. Y'all like getting hit with the Thruster 3000. Put your leg behind your ankles and all, leg behind your ear and all that, the other leg like you in a twister match. Y'all like that kind of shit. Don't nobody knock y'all. Man said why he got 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Cassie said they was always baby oiling up. He always wanted to see him glistening. You know what I mean? It's strange and a little weird, but okay, he wanted to be moisturized. I mean, okay, I'm lying, y'all. 1,000 goddamn bottles of baby oil. It ain't that much moisturizing in the world. You need to get you some baby oil gel, brother. You do not need 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Get you some baby oil gel. That shit will last you for 5 years, one bottle. Baby oil gel. 5 years, one bottle. She said, shit, I know folks with a poor man listen. They don't say a motherfucking thing. Exactly. That's how grown folk supposed to be. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Yeah, he was. They wanted to be, you know what I mean? Hey, man, listen. The brother wanted to be moisturized, man. He liked to see the baby oil glistening off the glow, the skin of her body. I listen, sis, that equate gel serious too. I know. Listen, let me tell you something. I got thick skin. I really don't, but I don't know. Like regular lotion, I can't use just any lotion. That water-based lotion, yeah, that shit don't work for me. I'm a guy. I don't got that sensitive skin like women do. I need some lotion. I need lotion for a working man. A motherfucker that's outside all day, exposed to the elements. You know what I'm saying? I need that kind of lotion. But that's why I said that baby oil gel, listen, one bottle of that shit'll last you for 5 years. I'm telling you. That's like that equate gel. That shit ain't no joke. I'm trying to tell you, you will slip and slide your ass down the street with that on. I'm telling you, trust me, I know. But yeah, man, I don't think, like I said, man, I don't think this woman is 100% the victim. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I believe she was victimized. And hey, sis, don't be giving out the secrets. They don't need to know. And they're going to be trying to buy that up too. You know what I mean? They already buying all the Johnsons and Johnsons. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell them nothing. Don't tell them nothing. But yeah, man. How y'all feel though? Talk to me. What's going on? How y'all feel about it? Do y'all think she was a victim or do you think she was just a freak? I gave y'all my opinion. I want to hear what y'all feel. Talk to me. What's happening? How do you feel about it? Because whew, this trial, messy. Man. Mm. And I'm wondering, like, to the escort dude, like, yo, you didn't think none of this shit was weird? Again, nah, because it's so normal. You know what I mean? Why would you think it's weird? This is normal behavior for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, bro, like, you didn't see nothing wrong with none of this shit. Like, you thought everything was, all of this shit was cool? Like, imagine what the security people saw. Because you got people like Gene Deal, he getting online telling, he talking about he know who assassinated Big Pac and everything. I'm like, yo, these dudes is crazy. You know what I mean? Y'all know so much information. Why y'all ain't rich? I just want to know. Because if you knew, if you was as prophetic as you say you is, and why you ain't prophesize none of these games and win you no money? Remember, that's what Biff did on Back to the Future. He got that almanac, and yeah, that's exactly what I would have did. I don't listen, but yeah, man, I think that she's not 100% the victim. I don't think he's 100% guilty. I definitely think he did a lot of that shit. But again, man, she said she was with so much of it that it's really hard to decipher where the, as I said, remember those two words, willing participant begins and the victim starts. It's hard it's going to be hard to draw that line. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be, it could go either way. It like, you say you didn't want to do it on this occasion, but these 3 other times you were okay with it. Yes, I was. That don't sound odd to you. Like, I mean, again, you have the right to change your mind about anything you want. You don't want this man to keep urinating and doing what he's doing, then you have the right to say, hey, listen, put a cork in it. Stop that shit. I don't want to do this. But damn, they would rub it in. Just imagine how these rich motherfuckers is stinking walking around. Oh, hell no, man. This is wild, and this is only like day 3 or 4. This is crazy. Word. Yeah, she was paid 20 million. She wasn't paid 20 million to keep quiet. She was paid 20 million because she was finna sue. She was finna sue about that domestic violence shit. But see, they can't get him for that because she took the money. But what they are trying to do is use that domestic violence incident to tie into the type of behavior that he exhibits. And all of this rolls into that sex trafficking RICO shit. Like, listen, man. Yo, he said we not a shea butter family. We a baby oil family. Think about it. You ain't never seen none of his kids ashy. Even the light skinned boys, they was all shiny. I bet so. Y'all got 1,000 bottles of baby oil in the closet. You know what I'm saying? But we not knocking them. That's what they into. That's what they into. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. That is cool. If that's what you into, that is what you into. You know what I mean? But with Sunrise Grant, oh, that's my daughter. Hey, baby, what up, though? What's good with you? But what are you? What are you doing on here? We talking about P Diddy and Cassie. What you doing? But yeah, man, I don't think that my daughter's crazy. I love her to that. I don't think that she's 100% the victim because, as I said, it's going to be very hard to decipher that line of um willing participant and victim. It's gonna be hard. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be hard for 12 people to say, well, damn, how was it that you were okay with this? You know what I mean? And not okay with that, and not okay with this, but okay with that. It's gonna be hard for them to go back and forth about that because this is a slippery slope. If you don't know what a slippery slope is, this is right. This is it right here. Look up the definition of it. And this right here is the true meaning of slippery slope. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, but of course we listen. We don't. We listen. We don't judge. Willing, but listen, it's hard. It's going to be hard to say where willing participant ends and victim begins because it was so much that she was okay with. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to say, like, you can't say if you okay, if you offend somebody, you don't have the right to say how much you offended them. You offended them, period. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how major or how minute it is in your eyes because you weren't the one that was offended. It only matters to the person who felt the offense. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's going to be hard for them to say, well, you were a victim here and not a victim here. Like, okay, what are we trying? What are we trying? What kind of case are we trying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's said the willingness stopped when the money did, but I don't think the money stopped because when she stung, I mean, she already stung him for 20 mil. You know what I'm saying? And that was to keep quiet about the domestic violence incident that we all seen. You know what I'm saying? Like they not asking her too much about that. You know what I mean? They might have asked her, I think, like 3 questions about that. You know what I mean? They asking her about their personal life, and she's disclosing that while all of this was happening, her in this escort, all of this was happening, he's in the corner watching. And if he's not in the corner watching, sometimes he's with them and they're participating, or he's on the phone or on FaceTime and he's watching. Like, he's not even there and you're still doing it. So are you the victim or are you a willing participant? It's going to be hard to convince 12 people. Like, it's going to be hard as hell. It's gonna be hard, man. Yeah, like she was saying, like, yeah, you know what? I didn't mind when it was 3 dictionary, but when 4 came, I was livid. What are you doing? This is absolutely crazy. So it's oh man, make sure y'all like, follow, and subscribe to the channel if you're not over there on YouTube. Make sure if you on Twitch, you drop me over there on Twitch. I'm on there too. Man, this is whew. I don't know how they're gonna do this. I really don't know how they're gonna pull this off. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, the feds can do whatever they want to do. They the feds. You know what I'm saying? They got the power to do whatever they want to do. That's why they got a 99% conviction rate, because they're the feds. They can do whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? And if your lawyer ain't a lawyer that's an on your ass type lawyer, they gonna do whatever they want to do to that dude too. You know what I'm saying? So you see Diddy went and hired the lawyer that got he added the lawyer that got slug or that got a thug off. You know what I mean? Brian Steele. You know what I mean? Slime Steele slime Steele. You know what I mean? What they calling him? He done got the boy thug 15 years house arrest over murder charge. You know what I'm saying? So he added him to the team, man. So let's see if he knows something that we don't know. But you know what I mean? Inbox it to me, sis. Inbox the topic to me. She said, I'm late to the live. What did I miss? Cuz I see you. Nah, we were just talking about door will open as long as you allow it. That's how many guys can come. Whoa. Once the door open the other way it comes in and you stop it, will. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. All right, sis, hit me. Inbox me. Inbox me. But yeah, man, like I just want y'all, before y'all pass judgment on these people, um, make sure you consider before you pass judgment on this, man. Don't get me wrong. I'm not the biggest Puff fan. I'm a hip hop fan. You know what I mean? But we can't deny that this man influenced all of our lives. You sit here and lie all you want to. If you my age, he influenced your life too. You know what I mean? You dressed the way you dressed. Your lingo was your lingo because of some of the things that we were influenced by listening to these records and these videos and these movies and all of that shit. So we just gonna keep it real. You know what I mean? But just make sure y'all consider, man, that the victim could have been a willing participant. That's all. The victim could have been a willing participant. So this is a case on his character, not his crime. If she consented, how was it trafficking her? She was with most of it. Well, they're saying that the trafficking is coming in with them bringing in the escorts, aka prostitutes. They saying that the dealer aged 40 years in a few months. Yeah, you know, stressed out in prison, you a billionaire. I'd be stressed like a motherfucker too. You know, you got billions out there you can't touch. You know what I mean? You in the 6x9. You know what I mean? You cooling your heels. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing in there. So I'm pretty sure it will age you. You know what I mean? If you letting the time is doing him. He not doing the time. That's why he looking like that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, I think that before y'all quick to, but yeah, the trafficking came from, my bad, when the trafficking came about when they said they were bringing in the different escorts, aka prostitutes, from one state to another in the different places that they would be, you know what I mean, to have fun with each other. You know what I mean? Most of the time to do what they would do with Cassie, you know what I mean? So again, she was the one that was using her information to book these dudes. She was the one using her information to put all of this information online, places like Backpage and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was her information that's up there, not his. But they're saying that's where the trafficking is coming from. You know what I mean? Because you bringing in, they're saying you bringing in prostitutes and all this other stuff from other states and other places. You know, they consider that trafficking, sex trafficking. You know what I mean? They saying that they paid this man, you know what I mean? That's why I don't know why they keep calling this man an escort. When you pay him, he's a prostitute. If y'all fucking, he's a prostitute. So what? He's a man. He got a mangina. He's a prostitute. Y'all know male prostitutes too. Cut it out. Some of y'all sitting next to that motherfucker right now. You just can't say nothing. But listen, yeah, man, before y'all pass judgment on these people, make sure y'all dig into this case, man. Before you pass judgment on people, look into this. Because like I said, it's a fine line between being a willing participant and a victim, especially when in many cases you were the willing participant and in few cases you said you were the victim. You know what I mean? So pretty much, I definitely can sympathize and empathize with a person who's been, you know what I mean, a victim of that. Our prayers go out to them people, man. Like I said, most of the time, these rich people problems, man. But we're not going to act like this shit don't happen to people that we know. Like I said, it's people that y'all know right now that's into this lifestyle. They into this. It's dudes you know right now. Dude told a story. He said, listen, man. He said, I had this shorty. We was together 5 years. He said, so we decided we was going to go to the swingers club. You know what I mean? Me and my shorty of 5 years. You know what I mean? We go to the swingers club. You know what I'm saying? We great go have a good time. He said we find a little John. You know what I mean? We grade J down on her. She cool with it. I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? He doing what they doing. Woo-de-woo. You know what I mean? He having fun, the three of them. Wham, wham, wham. Here come the baby. Okay, so he go to the bathroom to, you know what I mean, freshen up, get himself together after arriving. He said he came back out. It was a dude like 6'8", 6'9", fire hose about this long. He was going to work on that young woman. He said he went back in the bathroom because he couldn't watch. He said he was killing her. He couldn't watch. He said he went back in the bathroom, right? When he came back out of the bathroom, because you know you can't stay in the bathroom forever. This is the whole place. This is what's going on. So you're not the only one that needs the bathroom. He came out. She got one in this hand, one in this hand, one behind her, one in front of her. He said, man, I didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? I just left. I was like, yeah, you lost her, big fella. But this is how normal this shit is. Just make sure that if you open that box, you prepare for what come out of it. I'm telling you, that story right there was true. Real true. Bruh thought he was great, have a good time. He did at first. Yeah, buddy. And then when them tables turned, said he was in there manhandling her like the Boston Strangler. Pinned her on her back, twister match. So you just got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you, like I always say, make sure you know what you're doing now. Make sure you know what you're doing now. And make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to the channel. It don't cost you nothing. Jump over there on YouTube, man. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. I'm on my journey to 1,000 and I'm almost there and I need your help. So it don't cost you nothing at all, man. Make sure you tap in and tune in with me, man. We're going to do it again soon. And if you got any topics, drop them in my inbox. We can talk about it. Let me know something. I'm out of here, man. It's been a pleasure. It's your boy Red Tree. I'm gone, baby. Holla.